I've walked through valleys, shadows all around, lost in my own worries, couldn't find solid ground. I've made mistakes I can't outrun, but your grace shines brighter than the morning sun. I've fallen down, I've felt so small, wondered if I'd ever rise above it all. But in the quiet of a broken prayer, I found a peace that only you can share. Hands to heaven, reaching for your grace, lifting up these burdens that I can't erase. When the storms are raging and I'm feeling low.
First, when riding motorcycles, one question comes to mind all the time. Which bike fits at best the adventure one's going for? The answer for that question is very easy. The bigger is the best, the more expensive is the fittest, and the strongest is the most welcome. That's not the question we are looking for here. The question is to find some arrangement of parameters to make the journey enjoyable. The parameters are mostly speed, horsepower, torque, comfort, weather protection, fuel consumption, luggage value carried, handling, maintenance cost, and above all, the bike's cost.
I find my shelter in the love you show. Through the trials and the tears I've cried, your mercy finds me where I try to hide. There were nights I thought I'd lose my way. Doubt and fear were all that I could say. But when I call upon your name, the darkness fades, I'm not the same. You've seen me at my weakest, held me through the pain, forgiven all the failures I can't seem to explain. Your love is like a river, steady, wide and true, flowing through the valleys, carrying me back to you. Hands to heaven, reaching for your grace, lifting up these burdens that I can't erase. When the storms are raging and I'm feeling low, I find my shelter in the love you show. Through the trials and the tears I've cried, your mercy finds me where I try to hide. Oh, your restores this tired and restless soul. When the weight gets heavy, I lift my hands to heaven.
Money doesn't lie that much, if not at all. The more money you throw in your bike, the more the feedback is. The only caveat there is you may have something in excess that you don't need. For example, a high-speed bike that you paid for is very expensive. You use it only inside the city. So a biker armed with the amount of money she or he could afford to pay for her or his new bike may conjugate the other parameters, like personal preferences, the future use of the bike, and the specifications to find the best option. To be honest, any motorcycle can take you from one place to another. However, the motorcycle differ in their allure to arrive at their destination. During this trip from Tiaret to Algiers, I am riding a BMW GS 1250 and it is just amazing. You wish to ride it forever. You don't care when or where you arrive. The riding of the moment fills your mind with joy. I did ride other motorcycles of different kinds, powers, volumes, and configurations, but for different purposes though. I had ridden small scooters, small size, medium size, and heavy motorcycles. All of them were excellent when you adapted your riding to the motorcycle you had. Each bike has some specific parameters, and the rider has to take advantage of these specifications. If the bike is fast, then go for heavy highways and twisties. If light, then easy to maneuver. If heavy, then it resists against the wind, and so on. The big idea is to ride as much as you can, no matter what bike you have. Adapt your trips and your style to the bike you bought and keep riding. If you don't have a bike yet, sorry then, you are late. You need to buy one. Which one? If you know how to ride, then go for the one you can afford financially and suits your style and needs. If not, go for a small one to learn safely and have a permit. Have a good ride and safe trip out there. Enjoy the music.